Hi everyone, it's Vicky and I just want to give a quick update on my June daily. So I got this as part of some packaging on some flowers. It's an elasticated ribbon and I don't know if you can see there, I've just sewn it a bit tighter, so I folded it over like a bit of a zigzag and then I've sewn it just to make it so it can hold my journal closed, because I'm looking a bit like an alligator with this one. I think I got to about here, so I'm going to show you some of the things. So in here I've got, I think this is where I got to the last time, the 7th. So this is a little envelope here, and I've got some journaling on a little card. I've cut out some packaging. So this was from Yankee Candle. There was some packaging, so I've cut out packaging to decorate the page and some washi tape. This is music paper, and then the edge of the music paper came from a book where I pulled it out, and I like this paper edging, so I've glued it there, and I've added some pictures. This belly band is made from some ribbon and a sticker. They came from packaging from some flowers, and this is a piece of scrapbooking paper that I folded in half and I've used for journaling, and I'm using a paper clip just to hold it in place there. I've made a tuck spot here. I've made a pocket here. This was from packaging from some flowers. I've got a card here. I've got the Bloom and Wild. They always give you a lovely little page to show you how to do the flowers and the flower food packaging. So just pop that into there. And more packaging that I've cut out the pictures. This paper here is from the Bloom and Wild flowers, so lovely Liberty paper, and I've used it as a background for this page. I did also use a sticker there. It says happy birthday, and this is a little card that I've glued on here. Some more photos, and this is tissue paper, and I've used some number stickers. And there's a pocket here. You can see I've done a half a circle. So there's a pocket there, and this was an envelope. So you can see there's the envelope window, and there's the, oh, it's out of focus. There's the envelope window, and here's the pocket. Try to get it back in. Yeah. There's a stamp. Here's another pocket here, and some packaging from Starbucks. I could journal on the back of these, but I haven't yet. I've used a sticker there. I'm using lots of packaging in this one. Some more pictures. This is where that ribbon came from. It came from those flowers, and the label that came with the flowers. Another picture. This is an envelope there, so I've put a card in there. I've put a label and a sticker that I made. You can see I've got some bubbles in it, so I didn't get my laminating quite right with that one. Packaging and a picture. Some more pictures. This is from some clothing, so sometimes clothing gets these, especially collars, and I thought it looked really cute. It also, this is a flap, and there's some journaling underneath. It also weighs down this paper flap so that it doesn't flap up all the time. It just weighs it down. This is some packaging here, and this one I've done that, but it actually opens out, and there's some journaling on the inside of there. And this is also packaging. You can see there that I've glued down. this is another one of those envelope windows, but because I've glued this page down, it's not a pocket or anything. And some more pictures. This is a tuck spot. I had some greaseproof paper left from baking, so there was a little end piece that I tore off, and can't really use it for baking unless I'm making muffin cases, so I thought this would be quite fun to glue it to attach it to the page. So I've actually sewn it, those two sides, I've sewn it down, attach this to the page, and then use it as a tuck spot. And some more pictures. My numbers as I'm going through, so some of them were stickers, and then I got some really nice packaging, so I've used my die cut machine to cut out some more numbers, so you'll see the numbers start changing. That was from a label from some fruit. I've torn my scrapbooking paper sideways, and so I've glued that onto that edge just to give some something different to the page. In here I've actually got, I won't pull it out, but I've got a photo that I've attached to a bookmark, and I've done some journaling at the back, and it's got a little bit of ribbon on it, or actually it doesn't have journaling on the back. There you go. So it's part of packaging. I've put a photo on the back of this, and I've put it into there, so you can just see the little ribbon coming out the top. This page and this page, both these photos have got journaling on the back of them. The pictures I've printed onto regular copy paper. This was from a gift, and that was from a chocolate bar. So I've tried to use as much packaging as I can, or little bits that came from packaging through the month. And then these are from Starbucks, when they stick a little label on the side of your coffee. I always peel those off. So there's some stickers there. And this one was also an envelope, and you can just have a peek through to the back to see what's on the other side. This was a piece of masking tape that came from one of the packages, so I peeled it off and put it on here like a tab. This is an envelope that I've folded it up, and I've put a sticker over the address, and then I've just glued there and there, so it makes it into a pocket. And I've got some pictures here and some Starbucks packaging. And this was from a salad, so some of the salads have a label print, a picture printed on the front, and I love these colors, so I cut this picture out of the front of the salad bag. I actually think it was a box, and underneath here I've got a little bit of journaling, so it's like a little flappy page, but I thought the colors were great. This page here, I was running out of pages. I counted and I realized I wasn't going to have enough pages, so I've put an envelope on. I've glued the flap on there, and it's given me some extra pages. So we go 23, 24, 25, 26. This and this were packaged from the packaging from some pens. This is an envelope, and I've put scrapbooking paper, and then I've put some lace because I wanted to edge it a little bit differently. I've got a couple of pictures spread through and some more packaging. And I didn't use numbers here, so there it's the 27th. 27th, that one's got a number. 28th, 29, 30 don't have numbers. I've got some photos, I've got a train ticket, I've got part of a band that they put around your arm, and some more labels from coffee, some more pictures, and this one is a little tuck spot. So I kind of ran out of steam at the end, and I should cut out some numbers for 29 and 30, but it's also July now and I'm a bit tired of doing June. I want to move on to the next thing. So this is my June daily, and I really enjoyed, put that back, I really enjoyed working on this junk journal every day. And I think I'm going to do one for July as well. I've been saving up a few things for July. I'll show you what I've got so far. I've got these little tickets and a coffee, and that's part of a box, some packaging, and I've got a tiny little bit of gold washi tape that's folded over itself, and one of these things on how to build some flowers. So I've got some little bits ready for July, and yeah, this was fun. So thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.